Wicked dick move, though. I felt bad about it.
Another baby. Oh my god. He's got 3 kids now.
Wow.
And he leaves his wife every 3 seconds. This isn't live. Is it?
I got that. Bernie, I can hear this. This whole thing is going on right now.
You
The
can hear it
commercial?
perfect? Is it sound good?
Yeah.
Okay, I got it. Just sounds. It's weird.
Fuck.
Doing this again? Is this live?
Mm-hmm.
Are you playing a commercial?
Huh?
Are you playing a commercial?
I'm doing the intro.
You don't hear it. There's no intro.
How weird is that?
And I can hear us on this even with the mutes.
Hello?
And I can hear us on this even with the mutes.
Yeah, okay. How about now? Talk, gentlemen, talk.
Hi.
Hi. Where you been?
I'm gonna go bowling later.
You bowling?
Yeah, bowling. First time Shay and I played bowling. You know how Shay is.
Candle pan
Yeah.
or the tent?
No, we go with the big balls. You know, it's what my girl likes. She likes the ball. The bigger the balls, the better. You know what I'm saying? The bigger the balls, the better. That's how my girl likes it. So we're gonna go bowling with big balls. Yeah, yeah. So the first two times we went, or the first time we went, you know, Shay, you know, she's got to talk a lot of crap about how I'm gonna whoop your ass. I'm gonna whoop your ass. I'm gonna whoop you all this business, and then I beat her. That was pretty awesome, and yeah, I felt really good about it. But you know, I'm gracious in my wins. You know, I'm not one of these kinds of people that has to like throw it in their face. So I was like, "Fuck you! I won! I won!" No, I was cool about it. But the next time we played, okay, Shay won, and she was naturally, of course, not like that. Wow. She was all like, "In your face, motherfucker! In your face!" And now we've got some cool moves that we're gonna do from now on when we go bowling. Yeah. So mine is the finger bang. You know, and I go pew pew, and so Shay's is going to be like where you take your hands and you put your hands up and then you do like a V at your crotch. Yeah, exactly right. So that's going to be Shay's new thing. So regardless of whether it's a strike or a gutter ball, it's always pew pew or Shay going with that action, you know, with that fucking kung fu grip thing. So that's going to be good times, man. I'm looking forward to it. People are going to look at us and be like, "Wow, those people are fucking nuts."
All right, so I wanted to apologize to our Common Sense New Hampshire. We actually have a mixer that we had to use. But I think we got the kinks out and stuff like that. So,
real quick, why the fuck don't we have our mixer? The other mixer.
We bought one.
We did buy one, and I did not bring it.
Okay. Well, that's cool. Actually, I prefer that as opposed to like you being like, "Oh, well, one of the other employees needed it." I'd be
Nope.
like, "Tell them to fucking buy their own goddamn mixer,
Nope.
goddammit."
Nope.
But, all right,
Nope.
that's cool. All right, shit happens. What are you
Nope.
going to do?
Nope. That was completely my fault.
Right.
And this was the mixer that we first originally used with Mixler,
Mm-hmm.
and I wanted to see what it would be with Spreaker. I mean, see how it would interact with Spreaker.
And it
But
sucks.
this will
We
never
hate
happen
each other.
again. So this will never happen again.
It's all good, Bernie. We don't hold it against you. Speaking of which, let's,
mea culpa.
yeah.
Anyway, welcome
Let's
back.
Let's do introductions.
Welcome
In
back.
case
I'm Bernie D.
Nobody heard that.
Mad Mike?
Craig Driggis, hi, Ro.
Hello.
Hello.
And who the hell are you?
And yeah, who the
Young
hell are
lady.
you?
I'm the boss lady.
Aaron D.
Aaron D, the
voice of
of
Common Sense, New Hampshire.
There we go.
Hungover.
And she's hungover. We established that in the
We are
first
all hungover.
segment that didn't come up very
Dental
good.
floss you with Chinese food. What did I just say? No.
Yeah, can you
I blindfold
So-
you with Chinese
Dental
benefits.
floss.
I know.
What the
I know.
fuck?
I know. We talked about this. You're not hungover. You have like what 20, 25 beers a night,
Yeah.
and you're not hungover.
Yeah, this week I had a lot of beers.
So it's
Lot of
it's the
beers.
Fireball and did you? Yeah.
Get a lot of
I
beers.
just, I've grown a tolerance.
Yeah,
Tolerance.
yeah.
Last week.
That happens.
My tolerance has grown and grown and grown and grown. And
Just like iocane powder. You can build a tolerance to it.
how would you think of?
How was my Cinco? It was. Let me see. Our party at the Lafayette. Well, see, what happened with us was Lafayette built a deck outside the club.
Built a what?
Built an outside deck.
Okay.
And they said, Bernie, we need you set up, and we want you to play outside and
their
do some
deck.
music and stuff on their deck.
Okay.
And the party started at 2:00. We set up at 2:00. We started playing at 3:00, and then all the members started buying us shots and drinks. And all I remember was packing up around 10:00. We ended up going to one of our other bars in Nashua, and I don't remember anything
Because at
after
this
that.
point, boss lady was shit faced and didn't care what we did.
So you couldn't say no. You just said, "Yeah, I'll drink that," and you were.
Well,
mixing
it was just it was Cinco de Mayo and stuff. I mean, we normally do not drink, but we were having so much. We met up with old friends, later on, and everybody was having a great time with the opening of the new deck. It was just great. It was
With
a lot
the
of fun.
new what?
The new deck.
Deck. Okay.
A new outside deck. I love you guys for that.
Got it. It's simple words throw us off sometimes. We're really smart. We're super smart. We swear to God.
It's Bernie's linguistics. Where were we? All right, so we talked about that. We talked about
Yeah, the Drinko, Cinco de Drunko.
Cinco. Okay, and then let's reiterate.
Yeah, just real quick. God, I can't believe I have to repeat all this shit. I'm going to make it even shorter this time. So, Elephant in the Room, if you're a fan of our Facebook page on the Common Sense New Hampshire Facebook page, if you check that out, you should. If you don't, we hate you. That was a very important opening to that.
I still love you.
Yeah, thank you. Well, Mike's a very lovable, loving guy. So anyway, you may have noticed that there were some comments made on some of our posts from people who just kind of seemingly came out of nowhere. There is a strike currently taking place right now in Rhode Island. And, full disclosure, we've never hidden the fact that Phil Palker is our sponsor of the show. We've also never hidden the fact that Mike is an employee of Phil's, and Phil is a DHL owner. It's DHL who's striking, and some folks decided to come to our Facebook page and make some pretty nasty comments. Now, here's the deal. I don't know what DHL drivers get paid, and I don't know what their benefits packages are like, but I do know that I think most people on the planet would argue that they deserve better pay and better benefits. So these people are perfectly well within their rights to say that they want more pay and more benefits. I don't fault them for that at all, especially if they're collectively doing so through a union. Smart, okay? But for them to come onto our page and make really nasty comments about us, I mean, we were an easy target because of the fact that Phil sponsors us. And listen, in fairness, okay, if you're someone who feels as though you're not being paid well enough, even though Phil has nothing to do with it, he's an owner of DHL New Hampshire, okay, not DHL Rhode Island. But if you're someone who feels like you're not being paid well enough, and then you hear that somebody is sponsoring a program, man, I could see where maybe somebody would get a little bit upset about that. But again, here's the deal. We don't in any way, shape, or form benefit monetarily. None of us personally benefit monetarily from the sponsorship. And as you three know, and as I'm about to tell you right now, the listener, all of the money that we've gotten from Phil as part of the sponsorship has gone into the show. It's gotten us new equipment. It's gotten us the licensing for the program for a year. It also paid for us to be able to trademark Common Sense NH as well as Common Sense New Hampshire. All of that money has gone into the show, and we do that so that we can try to anyway provide a quality program.
So again, I don't fault any of these people for even coming onto the page and saying Phil should pay me more money. Phil should offer better benefits. That's cool. Say that. You know what I mean? I support a person's right to say that. It's when they start insulting and denigrating Phil's children that's way past the line. That's when it starts to become very vile and vitriolic, and I don't think anybody should support that. Phil's kids have nothing to do with it. And so we had to take steps that we never want to do, and had to remove some of those comments because they were just really bad. If you look at the page, you'll see that we didn't remove all of them. We removed the ones that were really, really nasty, unnecessarily nasty. They make personal attacks on Phil. Because that's just how the outrage machine works, and I understand that. But we don't take a side on this. We are a program that is meant to entertain and inform, and we don't have a side other than to say that they have a right to say that what they want, and if you want to keep it as that, cool. We support your right to do that, but don't think you're going to come onto our page and insult someone's children or make really negative, nasty comments to us who are completely neutral in this and think that those comments are going to stay. And that's it. So.
Sounds good to me, man.
Well, let's also take a minute to say that the people that are doing these nasty comments are not PDS employees. They have nothing to do with PDS, except for the fact that they work in Rhode Island, which is who PDS is covering right now.
Right, and they're union employees.
You're right.
And the unions support the unions.
Correct.
And frankly, I think that's a good thing. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I have no ill will towards any. You know what I mean? The unions serve a very valuable purpose, and I understand that. But again, Bernie, you were telling me that some of the emails you were getting was you guys' show sucks, and when you asked why, they said because we were sponsored by Phil. That's the level of argumentative acumen that we're getting. So it's ridiculous, but we're an easy target because Phil does sponsor our show. We're very thankful for Phil doing that because again, it's made it so that we can provide an even better show for the listeners.
Yeah.
So, and that's all we want to do. We just want to provide a good show for the listeners. So
See you tomorrow morning.
yeah, there you go. Exactly.
I got a job to do, so
All right, Bruins.
Bruins. They have been finally eliminated to the. They've finally been eliminated from the playoffs. Tampa Bay won today, 3-1, and that's it. They are going to the showers, going to go play golf, whatever the situation is. Boop, boop. Yeah, there's going to be some changes. Tuukka Rask, I've said it, and I've said it many times. When he's great, he's great. When he's awful, he's completely horrible. I do not want to see him in goal for the Bruins next year. And
why can't
we
we
just
You can't hold it against him when he's got a 10-man rush and he's got nobody defending him.
we
how
need to score goals. I know we're going to let up goals, but we need to score goals.
And
we're not scoring any goals.
Aaron, I could see your point, but the thing that I want to bring up to you is this is a series playoffs. There's a reason why these teams play 7 games. Let me tell you one thing right now. How many times has Tuukka Rask been pulled? Twice in the series. Again, when he's great, he's great. When he's bad, he's completely horrible. It is time for a different goalie. Antoine Kubonin, I think he's a great backup goalie. I think we should keep him in that position when we need him. We need somebody like a Fleury. We need somebody better than Tuukka. Tuukka's he's done. And I think there's also some changes that need to be done. I think Chara, I love you to death. I think you've been a great captain and stuff. But I think it's time for you to move on, retire, whatever the situation is. And I hate to say this because you are one of my favorite players. That's it. I'll say my piece.
I also think, and I don't really follow the Bruins. I'm not really a big sports guy. I like football when it's football season, but that's about it. But anyway, Brad Marchand being in the news because the NHL had to tell him to stop licking people.
Stop licking.
That's fucking hilarious.
Licking the other
Yeah,
players.
that is fucking hilarious. I'm sorry, but that's classic shit right there. And I guess he got in trouble initially because he kissed one of the other players.
Yeah,
he kissed him on the cheek.
He was in his face,
Yeah.
and the guy kept turning. So Marchand kept going in,
Yeah. I'm sorry, that's fucking hysterical.
I
You know what
think it's
mean?
great. I think it's great.
Me